truly hard to beat this color scheme. Isn't it gorgeous? The yellow, the red, the purple. This is rainy season, and the fruits that are ripe in rainy season are really unique, real treats, actually. This is the mangosteen. It's called the queen of fruits. Oh my god, it tastes so good. This is the Sapote Colombiano. This is Rambutan, in Spanish called Mamachino. Our endearing nickname for these is red hairy balls. Star fruit and jocote. Birba, still in season. Thankfully, I think the birba is a year-round fruit. Let's check them out individually. Forgot to include this fruit. I actually don't know what it is yet. It's called the cojumbra, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And it does look like this massive sausage. It's right now rock hard. It was gifted to us by our neighbor Eric at La Joya del Sol, Jewel of the Sun. And we're waiting for it to ripen. It's been over a month that we've been waiting for it to ripen. And we'll let you know if we get anything that we can eat out of here. We'll be back at you. Alright, mangosteen. Queen of the fruits. Definitely a super fruit. It's been used about a decade ago. It was all over the health food scene. Mangosteen juices. There it is again. Mangosteen, I basically sliced it in half and opened it up. So you have inside this white pulp, which is so delicious, and may or may not have a seed. And then the red is actually what was considered the superfruit, is this red part. This red part is so bitter to the taste, but if you were to scrape it out and then include it in banana date smoothie, something really sweet to hide the bitterness, the red part is what is considered the high nutrition antioxidant value is in this red part, and the delicious white part is considered to have less nutritional value, but is so amazing to eat. So here we have the red hairy balls, Mamachino. Basically, it's a hairy little fruit, and you just use your fingers and peel it open, and there is inside this white jelly-like fruit that really tastes wonderful. There's a seed in there, so you do have to chew around the seed. Chew the fruit off the seed. Star fruit is native, or at least is growing in this region. They are usually kind of sour and tart, the ones that grow down here. And they're great to use though in smoothies and juices as kind of to add a refreshing flavor to your juice, the way you might add lime juice to some of your smoothies or juices. There are a couple of coveted, cherished star fruit trees which actually produce sweet fruit. Like this village that I live in has 2 trees, and we just harvested some fruit from one of those sweet star fruit trees and are starting the seeds. And while we have a couple of star fruit trees on this farm, they've not produced fruit yet, and we suspect though that they're going to be the sour tart kind, because that's pretty predominant in this country and predominantly sold at the nurseries. So the other fruit on this plate is called jocote, also called mambin or espondias. And here's one where I peeled off about half of the skin so you can see it's yellowish. It is mostly seed, so you do have to chew the sweet fruit off the seed. So it's really just something you peel, you kind of suck on to get a big burst of flavor, and then you spit the seed out. There's really very little fruit. This is mostly seed. But it tastes really great. Very, very sweet. So jocote, star fruit, mamachino, big sausage fruit, queen of fruits and mangosteen, The birba, that's not quite ready to eat yet. We're going to cut that open probably tomorrow morning. This one was harvested from our farm. It's gorgeous, and you harvest it when it's purely yellow like it is, and then we're going to eat it when these tips, all of them, are kind of black like that. Soon. So here's a real treat we're going to do next. This is the Sapote Colombiano. Look at that color! So here, I cut it around the midline, and then just popped off the top half. And what you have in here are bunches of seeds. Each one of these is a seed with fruit all over it, this fruit pulp, and fruit pulp here at the base. Eating this fruit is like eating the lang lang flower. I mean, it tastes really floral. I'd grab a spoon and I would clean out the shell of all the fruit and pop out the seeds and just suck the fruit off. So here's a seed. It tastes floral. It's such a unique flavor. It's delicious. Delicious. Here's another beautiful tropical fruit. This is called Abiu. We're having Abiu and birba for breakfast. Could not get any better than that. There it is, this nice big old seed. And this white, fleshy, juicy fruit. Abiu has a lot of latex, so you don't want to eat down too close to the skin. Probably actually want to use a spoon and scoop the fruit out off of the skin before you eat it. And if you ever get latex on you, you use any kind of oil, cooking oil, olive oil, to get it off of your mouth, off your utensils, off your fingers. Abiu.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with Trevor. It tastes a little bit like a flan.
Oh, that's true. Now I get the flavor.
Yeah, the back end of it, you get the caramel.
And the texture. It's a really light, delicate flavor.
Now we just need to light it.
I feel like I just ate some of that caramel candy.
That is the noni fruit. It smells like toe cheese. I could say something worse about how it smells and tastes. It kind of tastes like blue cheese, gorgonzola, really strong flavor. Lots of seeds. You can squeeze it through a nut bag to get the juice, and then drink the juice, and then chase it with some orange juice. That's how I eat these. Or you can just pick it up and take a bite out of it. We have been opening all kinds of cacao here. And these are the seeds. Yummy! This is Ryan.
Okay.
He's going to open a cacao for us. Ryan style. He doesn't believe in knives.
Oh, this one's busted.
Oh yeah, so that one's really bad inside. But here's one we just opened. And you can see all these white seeds inside. And inside a single seed, it's got this white juicy fruit on the outside, and inside is the cacao bean. Here you can see the cacao bean there. That's the chocolate. So it is cacao season. We're in rainy season.
There's one.
Yeah. What are we going to do with all this cacao? Look at that. Some of them we're dehydrating just like that, and so the sugary fruit dehydrates kind of onto the seed, and then they make good snacks out of hand. And we're also going to try fermenting. And we've also heard that if you just put it in a nut milk bag and hang it and collect the juice is like an ambrosia. So we're playing. We were gifted these by a neighbor. Very nice of them. Thanks, Ryan.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's follow up on the cacao. We took some cacao seeds and left the fruit on them and put them in the dehydrator for maybe 36 hours. And so now the fruit is kind of hardened onto them, and they're crispy, and they have this outer layer of sweet fruit around the bitter seed. So they're kind of fun to throw into smoothies or to eat out of hand, but they're still really bitter. And then here, we're calling this ambrosia of cacao. We basically put a whole baggie of these cacao seeds with fruit when they were fresh into a nut milk bag and hung it and collected the drippings. And these are the drippings. And it's a little effervescent, so a little bit fermented, but it is so yummy. And we filled up this whole glass. We've already had a lot to drink some of it, but that was maybe 30 cacao fruit gave us enough juice to fill up this like 6-ounce glass. So it's definitely a delicacy, but it has that really sweet, mild flavor of the white fruit that surrounds the cacao pods. That is called the velvet apple, or mabola. It has a reddish hue and it feels soft, velvety to the touch, hence the name velvet apple. And this one, this is the white sapote. Go away, Mac. Go away, Ramses. This is the white sapote, I think also called matasano. Okay, so I sliced open the white sapote, and it's really kind of like an apple, the texture. It's hard, seems kind of squeezing it. It's hard, white, and it really tastes lovely. Ramses is totally into these fruit. Nope, go away. So I actually really like this one. And I cut open the velvet apple. Actually kind of a pretty design there, flower. And I took a little taste out of it, and I didn't like it. It's also a very thick texture. But, no, I'm gonna let Ramsey have it. Take it. I don't like the taste of it. He seems pretty into it. Two definitely very exotic fruits down here. One I like, one I don't.